For latest updates, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.
Hi everyone, I'm Chaitali Mehta, Director with EKF Global Logistics Private Limited. I'm a third generation customs broker and I'm a second generation freight forwarder. The purpose of this video is to actually highlight what our industry does. I know that everybody thinks that they know everything about logistics industry prima facie because of COVID, but honestly that is only 1% of what the logistics industry does, because the industry is so wide and there are so many different segments in that and variants in that unless you don't work here or you haven't been associated with the industry, you are never really going to know. I firmly believe that our industry is like an invisible web which is everywhere, because honestly without the logistics industry, and when I talk the logistics industry, I am talking about the customs brokers, the freight forwarders, the shipping lines, the airlines, the transporters, both domestic and international. I'm talking the loaders, the inventory people, the warehouses, the crane operators, the heavy machinery operators, including the insurance agents and so many more. Without all of us, there would be no global trade, there would be no foreign exchange, there would be no development. In fact, there would be no cell phones for us for this message to go through. So it is very important, the work that we do, and I think that we are like the spinal cord of the anatomy, that we are, unless and until you don't abuse your spinal cord, you never really know what the importance of the spinal cord is. Having said that, moving forward, the importance of the air freight industry, people think that sea freight is very nice. I'm a child of the air freight industry. I work with sea freight, but if you don't have air freight, you wouldn't be able to get newspapers, magazines, you wouldn't get your medicines, the so-called vaccinations, the pharma products, your perishable. So you wouldn't get food moving from one place to another place. So air freight is very important, because those things which are critically required require an urgent mode of transport, and that's where air freight comes in, because neither sea nor rail or road can take care of this. Only air can take care of it. I don't think that we get enough importance in the air freight industry, especially the freight forwarders, is because even though the passengers fill up the aircraft, it is us who are filling up the belly of the space. It's just not the courier and the baggage shipments of the passengers, it's us who fill up. So it's time that we get due recognition, and if the importance of the freight forwarders and the customs brokers is known. The other thing is that a lot of kids don't want to join the industry, either at the owner levels or at the lower levels and middle levels, but they don't realize what a beautiful industry it is. It is glamorous, but there's a lot of hard work which is also involved in it, and nothing comes easy. You have to understand that this is one industry besides the medical industry where our contributions are seen every single day, and every single day in every single nook and corner of the world we make a difference and our touch is seen. Because if it was not for the entire network of agents across the world handling imports and exports, like I said before, at the risk of repeating myself, there would be no trade. You would have no laptops, no phones, no watches, no shoes. You wouldn't even get your basic amenities, because today domestic logistics is also part of logistics. So imagine if your vendor doesn't come, with your bhajiwala doesn't come, it's because the trucks are not plying. Or if you don't have drivers to pick up heavy materials, you're not going to have, your construction is going to stop, your factories are going to stop. So we are everywhere. People should enter this industry because it's a brilliant industry. Coming to women, it's one of the safest industries for women. I'm a woman. Over 50% of my staff are women, and I'm telling you, it's a fantastic, there could be errant, there's always some bad apple or a seed somewhere or the other, but in general the industry is so safe. We need more women, just not at the lower and middle level, but we need women at the top levels too, because we are multitaskers. We have so many different thought processes. We are in a position to solve problems in a natural way, which may not necessarily be the way the men think about it. And talking about the upcoming International Women's Day, I think it's the perfect time to highlight that the logistics industry needs diversity. And I'm not just talking about at the top level in the finance or in HR and management. I'm talking at the board levels, I'm talking at the operation levels, because there's nothing that we can't do. Yes, we may not be able to be loaders and all, but we can definitely handle operations. So So consider coming into this industry, and if you're already in this industry, try increasing your experience base and taking that risk and leaping, because there are a lot of associations available who are encouraging women to come out and take up those positions and give them that education, give them that backing which is required, because women naturally tend to be a little submissive, or they decide that I may not fit in, and I have gone through this myself. So I am telling you, if you don't take that plunge and you don't take that risk, you are not going to reap the opportunities. So please do join our industry, and honestly, we do need fresh blood, young blood, thinking about different ways. You can do your MBA in logistics and in supply chain and all, but hard work and your experience, which is going to come through only physical work, is the way to go forward for it. So thank you very much. Have a nice day.
For detailed learning of all logistics subjects, visit www.logiveda.com.